When I had seeked out prenatal care and they found the amniotic band, they basically told me that there was nothing that they could do. And I told them that I wanted a second opinion, and they gave me a couple different choices, and my number one choice was UCSF. The only information that I had gotten was from the internet, stories from UCSF's webpage, and there seemed to be a few different kinds of ways that they could go about doing the procedure. And in my head, I kind of had my own way, or I picked out the procedure that I wanted them to do, and that's not how it worked out when I got here. They told me what they would do. But I wanted them to do it fetoscopically, because I thought that would have less of a negative outcome, because they wouldn't have to cut me open. And it ended up working out that way, but fetoscopically had more of a risk, surprisingly, because what they explained to me was it was like a balloon, and they were sticking like a straw into the balloon, and it would have to seal itself back up, and sometimes it doesn't seal itself back up all the way. So that was what was scary for me. I remember coming out of surgery, and my mom was there, and I just remember her calling my name out, and she told me it was done, and I cried. I just started crying because I thought it was over. But for the surgery, I was very grateful for the surgery, but I was very stressed after, until my 32-week point, because I was 20 weeks when I had the surgery, and before 32 weeks, if the baby's born, there's a lot of complications that can happen. So for 12 weeks, I was very, very stressed out. I didn't go to work. I pretty much stayed home, kept my feet up. I didn't have any stress. I didn't drive. I pretty much put myself on bed rest. She came out. She wasn't crying, nothing. They put her right on my stomach, and I bonded with her immediately for at least 2 hours. And of course, I looked at her arm to see what it looked like. It was very swollen. She had the scar on there. She had a little sore on there that I had asked the doctors about, and the sore was actually where they had done the incision in utero, and because she was in fluid, it hadn't scabbed over like a normal scab would do, so it was still kind of oozing a little bit. And that was interesting to see that 12, 14, 16 weeks later it was still open, but it's like it's not even there now. I'm very blessed to have had the opportunity to come here and have my care taken over by the doctors here at UCSF. I would not wish this on any family. It was a very, very hard decision for me, but if they had to go through something like this, I would highly recommend coming to UCSF. The doctors, the nurses, all of the nurses have been wonderful. The day that I found out about this and tried to transfer everything over here to UCSF, a nurse had called me, and that just made me feel so much more comfortable. Like somebody cared. Somebody was actually caring about myself and my unborn child. So I'm very grateful. Hmm? Can you say hi? Say hi. Say hi.